Flash Wolves could come through. What happens to Flash Wolves?
I mean, the first game is always the one where you get your feel and you see how the other team plays. Obviously, the LSD is playing, splitting a lot of damage onto the warrior, onto the hunter. They're not just tunneling one target. Maybe the warlock wasn't the best target.
No. Anyone who chooses a warlock as a target is playing through this game. I think that's the case since day one. I can hear the crowd behind me agreeing. That is not the way to go. If you're a healer, heal. Other than that, you've got your orcs, you've got your gnomes, you've got your elves. It's important to play the game as it should be played. Speaking of the content of someone who knows what he's saying, and yet the content of what I'm saying belies that I'm babbling like a fool. Gentlemen, what's next?
All right, so we are going to the sewers next. Our next matchup, it is going to be Dalaran Sewers. This map is one of our dynamic maps. There's going to be a rush of water that comes down from the center and will knock anyone away.
Yes.
But then you can't see through the target, so your character can't cast spells on people who are through the waterfall.
No, spells do not pass through water. I think that should be, I don't care what your powers are, they will not pass through water. I think that should be reiterated and said once again. Which is
interesting choice of map here from the losers, though. Do you agree that Dalaran may not be the best choice?
It's going to be a rough map for them. However, they are going to have lots of uptime on their target. The addition of those extra stairs, because before knockoffs were just so important.
Yes.
And with the team having possibly 3 knockoffs, they can send the casters down to the bottom.
And here they go. This is exciting. They're making their moves.
Chanimal going to get that gateway here. The warrior does try to charge in and stop it, but he does get it. Interesting to note that Chanimal is playing with a Void Walker here. I guess, worried that if they go for the pet kills, that would cause some trouble, but Void Walker going to be very tanky.
We're in the front, in the middle.
Very tanky pet.
Second row.
But you'll see.
Third row.
And look at that, they're starting with lots of damage right from the start. As we see, Heart of the Wild used by Soda extremely early
We're in the middle.
from the start. And a lot of cooldowns out of Crankcat already, as you see his wings are up with the Divine Favor, trying to heal his teammates as they switch it from Night Train onto Shansha, who's making a lot of damage. And now you see the defensive stance out of him. Pretty late.
Yeah, late to go defensive, in my opinion, but that's not the way I would have played it. I'm interested in what's in those crates. They're playing near crates. I'm just talking about what's inside the crates. I hope it's not something flammable. That's potion image. Okay, what are we doing now?
Alright, so the big thing is the warrior has used just about all of his defensive cooldowns, which means if they attack him again, he's going to be in trouble.
Yeah, go through that shield wall, that rallying cry. This classic smash on Soda here. I don't know if they were trying to target him for a little while or not, but warrior does seem to be the main target for this team.
Yeah. Warriors usually other targets. That goes without saying. But let me mention it. I'm seeing a lot of flame. I'm seeing a lot of green fire. It's all playing out just as I think.
Yeah, the one to watch here is going to be Talbadar, the elemental shaman on skill cap. He's the one who's going to be going in for the burst, the lava burst kills. It looks like there's a big triple hollow right there. Night Train into some trouble. He does get the deterrents off fairly low. Talbadar, that is, looks like a lot of his cooldowns there are going to be negated by that, but they're switching it over to Crankcat. It might get the bubble out of him. Goes down to 2 hits.
Incredible. I don't think he did have his bubble. I've seen a lot of matches, again, and I don't think he had his bubble.
It's just one of the heat of the moment things, since the bubble is on the global cooldown, which means you can cast a spell every 1.5
You don't have to explain that to me. Okay, that's a little condescending. I would once again love to know who won. What's it called?
Skill cap won again.
Skill cap won again, as I predicted. Flash Wolves having a difficult time. Tough day.
You need to channel the hair. That warrior, he was doing a great job at the beginning, putting the pressure out. They forced Heart of the Wild out really early from Soto, which was an important deciding factor of the very beginning of the match. But then once they started training the warrior, doing a lot of damage to him, he just went through all of his defensive cooldowns, and it really forced his paladin to use his healing cooldown very, very early.
Very effective strategy to force a paladin to use his healing powers to mitigate the cooldowns. It's a classic move.
Exactly.
It's been around for a long time. But once you get those cooldowns mitigated, it's time to go to Shadow Warrior stance, or Shadow Fog, or we'll see. Yeah, and then soup's on the boil. When soup's on the boil, you guys can go. I'll tell you that. And I'll take chowder any day. It's my favorite thing. So, this is exciting, gentlemen. One of the best matches we've seen.
Conan's being an idiot.
Yeah, I mean, it played out pretty much how I think we expected for the most part. I mean, the lead comes in, the Hunter Warrior Paladin comes in.
Yes.
They've got a lot of upload front pressure, but they're not able to seal the deal. I mean, you have a team, a skill cap team, they're seasoned players, they've been here, they have a hybrid on their team. It's much harder to kind of land that crowd control with the grounding from the shaman, and they're just not able to actually carry the momentum, whereas
No.
the Lock Shaman Druid just spreads pressure, and as you can see, can just catch anything in a couple globals and finish them off.
Yeah. Well, Lockshot Druid, that's the way to go. Basically, I've learned to take the last sentence that you said, beat it.
Just agree.
And that's how I'm getting through this. This is incredible. Okay, now they're behind a wall, and it looks like there's some kind of precipitation. I think there'd be snow in this game. This is exciting.
Yeah,
Seeing the light snow, I think we're at speed now.
This is one of the new maps, right? Tiger Speed.
Yep, it is. And for our new expansion, Miss Pandaria, this was the new arena map that we added for it. It has the theme of the tigers everywhere. It's called Tiger's Peak. We're going to see some statues, and it's got interesting landscape where they can hide behind the statues. There's going to be little gazebo type areas that they can jump off of.
Okay, with the
Saying go,
gate,
Talbot.
snow still following. Snow expected through the weekend. So if you got the weekend plans, make sure you get those changed.
Huge damage on the Talbot already. It looks like they're going to be ignoring Chanimal and possibly going on the Talbot. You see the Colossus smash onto him, Web Roots on him. We have the Wyvern Sing onto Soda. He's going to be able to get out of that, but a lot of damage. Talbot are taking that gateway. The gateway is going to mean everything. Warriors already popped all of his cooldowns. See if they can catch Soda into anything. He is into a silencing shot right now, but
It's about the gateway. This game's about the gateway and about the light snow. Snow through the weekend. That's a low pressure one.
All right, he's half health right now. Talbot with that Colossus smash on him. There we go. Again, waiting so long to use defensive stance.
Wait too long for
that
defensive
Paladin,
stance. You were
just
right.
trinketed into a hex. He was caught into a clone there, trinketed late into a hex. That Warrior's gonna have to use Rallying Cry. That faded. That's why he needed to use Shield Wall. He's gonna be out of cooldowns. The Hunter's under pressure now. This is not looking good for the team here.
That's really great deterrence. You know, he's really low on health, and Franka having to bubble right there. So that was a big cooldown right there. But he's not even catching up on heals. This is not looking good.
This is looking, no. Yeah, Flash Wolves again having a hard time. And I saw goats for a while there running through. Goats or rams. I don't know what that's all about.
He's probably one of the Hunter pets, and the Hunter is in trouble right now. Let's see if they can catch Frank Cat into some sort of CC here.
Okay,
The full hex right there.
Full hex. There's the deterrent.
there you
So
go,
what's the
there
deck?
you go, there you go. Look at that. Uh-oh.
Now the whole team is low.
Yeah,
The
well, they're
team
all
is
low.
Flash Wolves. And it's really hard for a Paladin to catch back up in this situation as he's completely out of cooldown.
Yes.
There's another deterrence. I mean, the Warrior's low. It's not looking good. It's probably going to go down to dot damage here.
There you go, there you have it. There you have it. And wow.
Still got one.
Yes. Oh, you didn't need to tell me that. Skill cap 1. Tough day for the Flash Wolves. And again, where did you see the fatal error coming through, gentlemen?
So
to me, it was when the portal. I thought it was all about the portal.
It absolutely was. Because
I just said that. I had no idea, but it seems like I said
That's extremely true.
Yeah.
When Talbot was being betrayed right at the beginning from both the Warrior and the Hunter, they put out so much damage. And Talbot was able to get away from them by using the portal,
Yes.
the gateway, and that's a huge factor for if you have a Warlock on your team.
Exactly. Exactly. Use that gateway. Yes, please. You don't have to dump it down for me. I'm probably the greatest
Wanna
game
go
in the world.
Conan?
The